Hey everybody, Steve the Average Gamer back, and I'm playing Star Realms on iOS. This game, of course, you can get onto the app through the App Store, through Google Play. You can also get it on Steam and also a physical copy. I'm going to be doing the campaign playthrough, and I'm just going to play the campaign. I'm going to start off with, naturally, Chapter 1, the first command. And when this loads up, it's going to try to jump to the boss fight. We're going to start at Chapter 1 and just work our way through as we should.
The mining planet Aradel is being ravaged by civil war. Aradel's ruling council
Okay, and I actually don't have audio through my recording setup, so hopefully you can all hear what's going on, or just pause the video and see what we're actually dealing with as we go through this mission. It's a tutorial mission, essentially, is what you're going through for this one. And in the last video, I talked a little bit about what the base starting decks are for this. So standard rules apply. Defeat your opponent to advance. Going to be starting off with my 8 scouts and my 2 vipers. The rebels are going to be starting off with 5 scouts and 5 vipers, so they're going to be able to attack faster, but they're not going to be able to buy as fast. The challenges, I have the first 2 done. I'm still trying to get that last one. Win before my 7th turn. So let's see how we do with this. All right, starting off with just 3 scouts, so we'll drop these guys into play. I'm going to pick up the trading post for a little bit of defense. Just wrap up my turn. Looks like, let's see what he bought there. Bought the cutter, which is going to give him a little bit of health, so we're going to have to chip away at him. Pick up the patrol mech, because that's going to give me a little bit of attack as we go over the next few turns. Do that quick damage to him. Alright, and this is now my 3rd turn? Yeah, 3rd turn now. I've only dealt 1 damage to him so far, so I'm not doing that hot. I'm going to pick up a couple of these explorers I talked about. I can get a couple of quick trades out of them and scrap them, get some attack power. I got that 4 health back, so I'm thinking I'm not going to get that by my 7th turn thing done. So I'll pick up an Imperial Fighter. None of these I can buy for 3, so I'll just get the authority for that. Pick up another explorer. Deal that quick point of damage and beyond. Alright, so we played that Imperial Frigate. I'm discarding a card, so I'll drop off the Scout. And note that I hit play all, but my patrol mech is still sitting there. And that's because I get to choose 3 trade or 5 attack. I'm going to take the 5 attack. Buy the Mech World, because this card is awesome. It is an ally for everybody. So if I had a blob carrier, I'd be able to pick up any card without paying its cost to put it on my deck. The battle cruiser, opponent discards. Missile mech, I'd be able to draw a card. I'm going to scrap my 2 explorers, get an extra 4 attack out of it, and just deal with that. That Imperial Fighter, it just keeps coming up for me. I'm going to discard my scout because I keep wanting to deal some damage. This is what I've got in my next turn. I got 5 cards left. Oh, that was a quick bit of damage there for me. Opponent's going to discard, and they've got that damned outpost out, so I'll take it out, deal some damage, pick up a couple more explorers before the reshuffle. Okay, I can deal 6 damage or get 6 trade. I'm going to do the trade this time, pick up the battle cruiser, because that's going to come in handy for me later on. Alright, I'll lose a card again, whoop-de-doo. I'll pick up the missile mech, then scrap these guys for some more attack. I may actually lose this mission. This, yeah, wow. I'm in deep trouble here. Alright, I only have 2 buying, and just checking this here. I can no longer win before my 9th turn. I think I'm on my 10th turn now. Yeah, I'm on my 10th turn, so if I somehow survive, definitely not going to get all the achievements for this guy. And of course, you had to take out the damn Mech World. I needed that one here. So, play the battle cruiser to draw a card. I'll get that. I've got enough. I'm just going to end this mission. So, I get winning before my 11th turn. I did not get winning before my 9th or 7th turns. And we'll jump here to mission 2, the Warlord Traxxas.
the notorious warlord
So
Traxxas.
both of us are going to start with the same
Curious
amount
to
of
hear
authority. You
how
see
a
that
royal
under
whelp
our symbols,
triumphed over
35
his
and
forces.
35.
Traxxas has arrived to
Standard rules
destroy
apply.
you
So
himself.
essentially,
Use your
what I did
wits
last
to
mission,
repel
do again.
Traxxas' fleet
It does
and
feel a little
claim
repetitive when you
victory.
play it, but I do assure you, when you do pick this up and you're playing with your friends, no two games are identical. You are going to see, you're going to see the variations because the trade deck is, or the trade row is never going to start off the same, and how your cards are going to come out, it's never going to be the same. Challenges for this mission: win with 15, 20, or 25 more authority remaining. So let's just get going with that. I'm starting off with 35 each. I'm going to pick up the missile box. That's going to let me get rid of a couple of these cards a little faster. Alright. I want the blob fighter, and in fact I'm going to go for it. Then get the Corvette to get another card down, and another Corvette. It's going to help bring more cards into my hand in subsequent playthroughs. Not helping me on this one, but I'll pick up the supply bot because I'm going to start scrapping units, and that's going to be able to replenish my health here a little bit. What do I got left here? Alright, we'll scrap the Viper. Okay. I'll go for the patrol mech like I did last time. So yeah, I've got the blob fighter coming, I got the missile bot, and alright, I get to discard again, so the Viper, it's out of here. Play the missile bot, scrap the Viper, play this guy to draw. I'm just going to scrap that Viper. The Viper's just, I feel like they do so little for me, even in the regular playthroughs. So, right now, I cannot get that third one unless I get some health back, some authority back. So, I'm going to pick up this battle station. Do that. I'm going to get a little bit of defense up. It's going to help me a little bit, because right now I got to break through his defensive wall. Because I don't have 6 attack right now, and technically I've got 6, but I want to keep that battle station around for a little bit. Bring the embassy yacht, that's going to give me a little bit of health. Wow. Dang, I got 2 cards already. Alright, we'll dump those 2. Draw a card. And this is where you can run into trouble when you're playing this game. You can definitely almost mismanage what you have, and you realize that, oh, I don't have many scouts left, so I've got to start buying scout cards, or I don't have many left, and then you have nothing to play with. And I think that's what I'm ending up with here. Yeah, I'm pretty much up a creek on this one. I do not have an avenue of victory here, but I'm going to keep playing. I said that when I started this playthrough. If I lose, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say, like, yeah, I've lost this one. We're gonna redo it. So we're gonna draw a card for the vets. Not gonna do that. And of course, the moment I say that, we actually, a path to victory presents itself. I'm not meaning to do this, but I did not get any of the achievements because still not doing as well as I hoped in the last one. Let's do mission 3. A test of strength.
Warns of a massive blob fleet assembling on the edge of your father's kingdom. Blob scouts.
Sound like the last one. We're going to be dealing with the same thing, but the blob is going to kind of be the main focus. So Traxxas was just some generic dude. The blob, like I mentioned in part 0, they're kind of like the flood of this world. That's kind of the way I think about it. So it's not standard rules. We have actually objectives in this one: survive until turn 20 or defeat the fleet. If the opponent would draw a card, they get 2 combat. If I make them discard, you gain 2 authority instead. So my thought with this is I'm going to want to go Heavy Star Empire, because that's the faction that makes the other player discard. Blob, oh man, I remember this mission now. Blob fleet plays 1 card per turn, but they're all of increasing power. I do start off with a trade bot, so that's going to let me scrap some cards early. And they're going to be starting off with the Blob Wheel, Fighter, Pod, Hive, Ram, Hive, Destroyer, Battle Blob, Mother World, and Blob World. If I can survive all 20 turns, I get all 3 little stars there. So I'll take the Corvette and deal that 1 damage. So that's right. So it starts off with the blob, then it's going to start off with the blob fighter is going to come next. Get rid of that. Get that one to make the other player discard, because that's going to get me some authority. Let's pull down the mech world. That's going to help me out in future turns. And alright, opponent's going to discard. So I got a couple of health. You saw I just went from 21 to 23. Play this guy here. Gonna want a little defense here. Take out that so it doesn't get any ally abilities or ally buffs. And of course the hive pops up, which makes it a little tougher for me to do so. Alright, go for the space station because I already have a few Star Empire cards in play. Ow! That hurt quite a bit. Okay, draw a card. Gotta go patrol mech. I'm just hoping I can survive here. Okay. Bit of a dick move on that, on the player's part. Okay, I have to take out both of these hives. I have to do that first because they have 10 attack combined. I've got 10 defense on my outposts, not counting my health. And that was a blob destroyer, I guess, that just came down. Oy. Okay, let's draw a card. Let's hope I get something good here. Let me scrap that guy. Attack, scrap a card in here, and get some authority back. Grab the port of call because it's got some defense to it, but I am not looking good. Okay. Not going to scrap anything this turn. And I got to go attack. That's the only thing I can do. I'm actually going to scrap that guy to draw a card, get some more defense up. I'm not dead yet, but hey, I survived. All right, so there we go. That's actually the first 3 missions of Chapter 1 for the Star Realms campaign. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a break in here, then come back, and I'm going to do the second part of Chapter 1 with parts 4, 5, and the boss fight. Thanks for tuning in, folks.